Don't be attached to the image. Be attached to the journey. Don't be attached to the end result. Be attached to the process. It's a different mindset. It's hard, but it's doable. Yo fam, Coach Sam from Strong Gents Coaching, back again with another video. And in this one, we're talking about setting unrealistic goals versus setting realistic goals. Why should you even listen to me, gents? Because I've been a personal trainer for a decade and counting, helping countless people achieve their health and fitness goals. But not only this, I'm an ex-ultra marathon runner, obstacle racer, and powerlifter. And I did all this with a rare musculoskeletal disease called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. If I can do this stuff, you can do this stuff. Gents, what am I talking about when I say setting unrealistic goals versus setting realistic goals? Well, a lot of clients come into me. I've trained hundreds of people over the past 11 years as a personal trainer, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And a lot of people come into my office with unrealistic goals of what they can achieve. And nothing's impossible, but it makes things harder to accomplish when something is so far in the distance you can't even see it, right? You need a goal that is big enough to where it motivates you, but not so big to where it demotivates you. I had a client come in today and they were demotivated because of the fact that they said they don't think they can look like themselves when they were 20 years old. Now, I want to preface this for you. Like, you need to come to understand that there's versions of you that do not exist anymore, and they should not exist anymore. Like, for example, I am in so much pain and discomfort and dysfunction right now at 28 years old because of this rare disease that I have. I didn't have these symptoms when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. They came on when I was like 21, 22. But I graduated high school when I was 18. I would not want to be that person. He was free of pain, and I don't care. I don't want to be that person. I have evolved and I continue to evolve, and I purposely try to evolve because I'm trying to be better than I was. I'm trying to be a different version of myself every year, every 2 years, every 5 years. I want to be a different version of myself. I would never be that person again. I'm so much cooler than that person was. That person was okay, right? But he's not me. And I had to give some things up. Like, I am no longer going to be running ultra marathons. Why? Because it's hard on my body. It's an evolution. I love that shit too. Like, I freaking love that. I love seeing how far I can push my body until it almost passes away. But I can't do it anymore because it's too much damage on my body. I love lifting heavy weights. If I could do a powerlifting competition every single weekend, I would, but I can't do that anymore because it's too damaging on my body. So I'm trying to assess where I am now currently and get a better realization of what I should be doing in my current situation. Okay, so for me, I'm still active and lifting weights and I'm prioritizing my cardiovascular health and my strength training, but it's to a capacity that it's only going to help me get to where I need to be in terms of my future self without regressing me back and making me worse. And that's hard for me to accept. It's hard to kill off that version of me because that version of me is so deeply woven inside of me. Like, it's so hard to explain to someone who doesn't understand what it's like to love something so much and having it taken away from you, right? But I am consciously taking it away from myself because I don't want it to deteriorate me even faster than I'm deteriorating with my rare connective tissue disorder. Now, it's a little bit different for you guys, but what you need to understand is that you need to understand that it's okay to evolve and to be a different person than you were 10 years ago, 5 years. That should happen as personal evolution. Physical feats are always possible. Okay, physical feats are not as challenging for people to overcome psychologically than physical look, right? Than the body composition. Because I've had people who never thought they'd do a push-up. I've had people who never thought they'd run a marathon, do a marathon. I've had people who never thought they would walk again. The physical feats thing is way more mentally accepting for some reason. It's psychologically more available to people than the body image itself. People cannot accept the fact that they will not look like they used to when they were 20 years old. You need to learn to accept the fact that you will always evolve. Your body's always going to evolve psychologically and physically in this life. Set a really good goal, but it can't be too far out of the picture that it becomes unrealistic. And for a lot of people who are in their late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s, so on and so forth, they come in with unrealistic expectations of what they could look like. And then it ruins their motivation and it discourages them when they are a year in and they're like, wow, I don't look like I did when I'm 20. Well, no shit, you don't look like you did when you were 20. Do some people get away with it? Yeah. Like, for example, I'm 28 now and I look better than I did when I was 18. Caveat, I'm a personal trainer who's obsessed with this shit, right? It is my life. So it's a little bit different in my case. So there are some people like me out there who do look better than they did when they were younger. But a lot of Americans out there don't look better than they did when they were in high school. And then they get attached to this idea, and then it makes it hard for themselves to continue the progress on their journey because they're not reaching this ideal they have in their head. Like, that's not what you have to be, right? And as you age, your body changes in general too. And what used to feel like a healthy weight for you, like let's say you were 160 pounds and you felt strong, and you're 20 years older now, you might be 185 pounds and feel freaking fantastic, better than you ever had before. But you might not look completely shredded like you did in high school, but you look good and you feel phenomenal. That's a place where you could be. It comes with accepting the fact that personal evolution happens, and you shouldn't get stuck on ideals that are unrealistic. You should set realistic goals. Like, think of what you want to look like, cut it in half, work towards that goal. When you get to that goal, then you can reassess and be like, what is possible for me right now? Like, can I keep going? Can I look even better than I do right now? But set a realistic goal. That way, when you're striving to reach the goal, you don't get discouraged from results not coming the way you thought they would come. And the results are coming. It's just you had a different way of perceiving them, which wasn't realistic. So be realistic in your pursuits for accomplishing your body composition the way you look. Try not to get attached to any one of your selves. Try not to be attached to who you are. You are an ever-changing person. For example, right, this body that I have is just my meat sack. Like, it's just what I'm carrying around. Like, it's just my vessel in life. Like, I strive, I want to see what it's capable of and what it can do, but really what I care about more is the evolution of the mind. I want to know that psychologically I'm growing as a human being. I'm experiencing everything it means to be a human being, and I'm giving back to the world, and I'm growing and evolving as it comes. I want to see what my body's capable of doing, how it can look, how I can change it, how I can gain weight, how I can lose weight, how I can manipulate it, how it can perform, so on and so forth. I'm all about personal evolution, but you can't be attached to it, right? Don't be attached to the image. Be attached to the journey. Don't be attached to the end result. Be attached to the process. It's a different mindset. It's hard, but it's doable. And if you have somebody there who can hold you accountable for taking actions on what needs to be done, even when you do get into a mental funk, you'll reach your destination faster. Don't forget, guys, the motto here is train your life to change your life. I truly believe you can train small aspects of your life every single day in order to see a grand positive result in the future. If you like this video, please like it, comment on it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, gents, peace.